Hello friends, welcome you to my YouTube channel MUC Smart Learning. Today's subject is production planning and control. Before going to subject, I am remembering to you, please subscribe our channel and don't forget to click the bell icon to get further notification. Now move on to the subject, production planning and control. Here production planning and control is the most important in the field of business, and that to be a manufacturing and industrial and factory sector. Production, the another term may called operation. Production or operation, planning and control. This is the two aspects which come simultaneously. So it's a most important one. Whatever you produce, you need to plan and you need to control. Then only you may get the exact thing what you expected. So for that, this is the most important task. So you have to be plan and control your production operation. So move on to the next slide. Production planning and control have two parts, that is production planning and production control. Here one by one we go through that. Production planning involves product planning, production planning, capacity planning, material requirement planning, that is we may call MRP, then employee planning, strategic planning. Here in a production planning you have to be product plan, what type of product you have to be produced, and what is the structure of that, what is the design of that, what is the quality of that, each and everything you have to be planned for a product. Then second, production planning, when to produce, and as the same what to produce, for whom to produce, and as the same when you should complete that your production. That's you have to be planned, that's a production planning. The next you may have capacity planning, based upon your availability of resources, what type of product and what are the employees available, what are their efforts, what are the machines available, what are the technologies available. Based upon that, how much of quality and how much of quantity of products you can produce. So that's may called as a capacity planning. The next you may have material requirement planning, that is a MRP. So for the production there is a most important you need of material. So for the production, for the operation, material, when you may get the material, who is a supplier, when they supply the goods, if not available in the market, from where you have to be purchased. So what is the cost of the material, each and everything you have to be go through. That is called as a material requirement planning. And the next you may have employee planning, how much of employee you may have, and for your production how much of employee you may utilize, and what are the capacities of the production required, the capacities of employees skills. So everything you have to be go through, that's may called employee planning. Then last one, strategic planning. See, in a production a certain obstacle will come, like employee may not come, take a leave, or they may go for the strike, or for example material may not be available due to strike, or the suppliers not ready to supply the goods, or any other terms. So you need to fulfill any condition when you get ordered the goods. So on the term you need to go for the strategic tools. So for that, what type of strategy you have to be follow, that's called as a strategy planning. Now move on to the next slide. Strategy. There is a production control involves. There is a second part of the production planning and control, that is a production control. Involves management control, production control, that is a capacity control, inventory control, that is a stock control, quality control, and control of personnel, that is nothing but employee has to be controlled. So this is the most important in a production control. See the first one, management control. Management control means nothing but for the production activity, operational activity, what the management side efforts to control their production activity. For example, management has to fix the certain employee to manage all the production activity, and as the same, management has to provide the employees exact skills, exact knowledge, employees, and as the same, management has to provide the fund to the finance department to purchase the raw material and other equipment and machines and all those things, and as the same, everything relating to the management task, to control the production. Then next you may have product control, that is a capacity control. You producing the product on the term, you have to see how much of a capacity you have to be produced. For example, a machine is there, a machine in a day of 8 hours they producing 100 product, means you have to see that every day, a day of 8 hours, they had to be output of 100 materials. And as the same, employee is available, means the employees capacity is in a day of 8 hours they producing 20 products, means you have to be closely monitor that in every day of 8 hours that employee has to produce a 20 product. So that's called as a product control or capacity control. The next you may have inventory control. So various methods are available to control the inventory. That's a cost, first in first out method, last in first out method, weighted average method, simple average method, like that the many inventory control methods are there. So based upon that you can reduce the inventory cost, and as the same you may reduce the damages of inventory, and as the same you may reduce the handling of inventory, and as the same you may reduce the shortage or surplus of the inventory. So that's one of the point. And then see the next one, quality control. So this is the most important in the production sector, because the customer, the client given a order, means they may given a certain quality. So each and every product should be the same or exact quality of product. Even it should be a 90% or 99%, it's not okay. You should produce the exact, that is 100% what the customer ordered. So that's called as a quality controlled one. So whatever be the quality, that is a duplicate quality, that's also be one of the quality, or the original quality, that's also be one of the quality. A quality, B quality, or first quality, or second quality, whatever it may be, it's a quality. If a customer ordered certain quality, means the production department must maintain the quality control. And see the next one, the last one, control of personnel. See, in the production task, the employees are rendering their services, their skills, their knowledge for innovating, developing, growing the products. On the term, the department, there is a production department task is to control the personnel. Personnel means nothing but employees. See, the employees effort is very important one. And previously I am pointed out, in a day of 8 hours, an employee producing 20 product means the production department have to see every day of 8 hours that employee has to produce 20 products. That's the called as a control of personnel, because it's maintain the efficiency of the employee, where that on time you can finish the work and you may simply satisfy your customer. Stages in production planning and control. So what are the stages, or what are the steps available for production planning and control? So first one is routing, and second steps scheduling, and third step dispatching, and last step follow up. The first two steps belongs to production planning, and the last two steps belongs to production control. So in a production planning, you have to do the first step is routing. Routing means nothing but for production of a certain goods, you have to be route map it. How the production are completed, in what manner that production has to be completed, what type of raw material may be used, and as the same which type of production process it may goes, what are the employees skills it involved, and as the same all those things that will be goes, and till the complete of the production, they may called as a routing. Routing means nothing but a way that production process is goes on. That is the production planning. Then second one, scheduling. So scheduling means nothing but in every production task you have to be provide a certain schedule, like nothing but group of 10 employees are there, means a 10 employee in a day how much of product they can produce, and as the same in a daily basis what type of product they are producing, and as the same they have to be divide the work into the batches in the form of jobs, and like that you may divide it, and that you may get a completion of product in a exact time. Then next you may have dispatching. Dispatching means nothing but it's a one of the production control task. Dispatching, for example, in a production you need of certain materials, means the store department has to send the same or exact material to the production department to work on it, to make a exact quality of product. And as the same in a dispatching, so you have to see the quality of the goods, what the customer ordered, that it's the same you produce or not, if any damages are there, if any limitation sides are there in your product, so remove on it, and you have to be add the equivalent quality and quantity what the customer ordered. That stage may called as a dispatching. And as the same the last one, that is a production control task, that is a follow up. Whatever that is a routing you have done, that is a way provided, and in a scheduling what is the scheduling you are provided, and based upon that what are the materials, what are the machines, what are the employees you are provided, you have to be follow up in daily basis, in a hourly basis, the employees, machines, materials properly working or not. This is the most important task, because in a company certain days the employees may become absent, and certain days the employees come for to a strike. So on the term, how will you finish that on that work, on the day's work? And as the same sudden a day machine will not work, so for the alternative way what you have to do, so that's they may call as a follow up. This is the most important task in a production control. This is the four steps of a production planning and control. The next slide is objectives of production planning and control. What are the aims of the production planning and control? The first and foremost aim and objective is highest efficiency have to be created in the production of goods and services. Highest efficiency, because the customers want to be satisfied, means you must provide the highest efficiency. You have to be involved highest efficiency to provide goods and services to the customer to satisfy him. So it may be one of the main objective. Then see the second one, facilitating man, material and machine and so on. This is the second very important one in your production planning and control. Based upon the production planning, you may plan what type of employee you need, what skilled employee you need, and as the same what type of technology you have to be need, and what are the materials, that is a duplicate materials you are need, or the quality materials you need, or you need a semi finished material you need, and as the same machine means that is a traditional machine you have to be need, or the updated technology machine, that is a nationalized machine you need, or international machine you have to need. So like that you have to be go through that. So this is the most important second object of production planning and control. And see the third one, optimum utilization of resources. If you planned and well controlled, means whatever be the resources you may have, it may be utilized perfectly. There is no wastage of your resources at all. The next objective, cooperation between the departments. So if you properly planned and control, means each and every department giving their cooperations. For example, for a production you need of material, means the store department has to be cooperate. And as the same you need of employee, means the HR department has to be cooperate. And as the same you need of other expenditures, for that you need of the finance department. So like that every department may provide a cooperation with you. So that's one of the objective. The last objective of production planning and control is on time delivery of goods and services. So this is the foremost important, the main objective of production planning and control. See, whatever you produced, so you have to be give it to your customer or client. When you have to be give, that's the very important one, on time, when the customer given the date to be a dispatch or a delivered. So that date is the most important one. So this is the most, if you well planned, well controlled, means you can complete your production task on time, and you simply deliver the goods and services to their customer for the best practice, and you may get a satisfactory reward. The last, that is a most important one, factors affecting production planning and control. So what are the forces that affect the production planning and control? Whatever you planned, a certain external or internal force that affects your planning and controlling task. See the first one, marketing or sales forecasting. See, whatever you produced, based upon the market forecasting or the sales forecasting. For example, if you want to innovate a new product, so how you can innovate? First you have to be analyze the market or analyze the customer, what's their demand, what's their requirement, what's their likes or dislike, everything. Based upon that you are producing it. So this is the very important one. Customer aspect is the most important one to do the production planning and control task. See the second one, techniques of production. See, the different organization, different manufacturing sector following a different production techniques. Based upon that their production planning and controls are differ. it may affect it. It may not be same to all the organization. It's a differ from one organization to another organization. It's a negatively impact to the employees. For example, a employee working in one organization, they may go to the another organization, means the production planning and control task may not be same, it's a change one, so it may be affected. There has to be know everything. So there is a second important factors. And see the third one, changing customer taste. So nowadays the customers taste and preference and trends are fastly changing due to the foreign culture and foreign task. So it's changing fastly. So based upon these, the production planning and control is affected. So you have to be change your concept. You have to be create a new concept to follow the production planning and control. And see the next one, behavioral attitude of the employee. Most of the employees are a same, that is a routine work adopted. They may be satisfied on that. A certain employees only accepted adventurous work. So on the term, so behavioral attitude is the most important one. While you planning something, so your employee should be cooperate with that. And as the same, the employee controlled means your production task is a perfect one. So that's also be a one of the effect one, because sometimes if you controlling means the employee may not be controlled. So on the term, it may take a negative impact on the production. It's affect your whole manufacturing task. It is a production task. Then last one, updated technologies. And as the same, you are adopted as one technology, and where that you are working on it means near future the technology become obsolete, because nowadays day to day the new technologies are coming means, so it affects your whole production operations. So where that your planning and control task affected. So sometimes if you implemented a new technology means your production task may be accelerated one. Certain cases, if you adopting a new technology means it affected your production, it reduce your task, or sometimes the employees efficiency may gone out, or it's maybe a certain limitational side also is there, more is a advantageous one. So this is a few things regarding factor affecting production planning and control. So where that, so now it is a very thankful for patiently listening our lecture. So thanks once again. We will meet in the next lecture class. Thank you.